Great. So, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Shelby Kushma. Volume was down. Okay. Welcome, guys. So, this morning we're doing a Kundalini Yoga Kriya to balance out the head and the heart. And I know that right now there's a lot of my clients that are being met with a lot of confusion and frustration and conflict around moving forward in decisions and making choices. And I did a YouTube video last week about how the best way to make the correct choice. So check that out on YouTube. It's called Decisions. And one of the ways that we make decisions is from our head. We weigh out the options, right? We go and make lists of good and bad. We mull over it. We kind of get into that mental loop it can be for days, sometimes even months and years before we actually end up making a decision. So when we are making decisions or when we are moving through our day, what we want to do is we want to take two things into consideration. We want to take our head into consideration because our head is the logical part that's going to be making the moves or taking the action steps forward. But we tend to forget about the other part of our body that has way more of an electromagnetic field and way more of an influence than we give it credit for, which is our heart space. Our heart space is a huge magnetic center. And our heart space can really be honored and listened to correctly if we know that our heart is telling the truth. And how do we know if our heart's telling the truth? Well, if you've spent some time there and you've actually gone there and you've listened to it and you've felt all of the recorded memories and the experiences and the people who are maybe still in your heart space. Our heart records everything. Our heart remembers everything. So if you have spent some time, clearing out the heart space, right, then your heart is actually more dominant of an energy to follow than your head and thoughts. Our heart is pure. Once we've gone and done the work and kind of released some of the stuff there, the heart is actually pure. The head is tricky. It's a little bit trickier to get the head to be thinking clearly because we are so dominated by programming from our past and subconscious programming and influences of electromagnetics around us and influence of social media. So the head is a little trickier here. What we want to do is we want to come to the heart first. So through this practice today, we're actually going to be coming to the heart first, and then we'll allow the heart to guide the head. We'll tell the head what to do to take the next action steps. So this is a first practice here to start to balance those two energy centers out and do the best you can. You'll probably feel different after one set, but like anything, the more you do it, the more that you're going to get familiar with what the head is saying and what the heart is saying. So if you've never done Kundalini Yoga before, here is a great chance to start. I start out always with an opening invocation. So the opening invocation is Om Namo Gurudev Namo. And it means I bow to the divine wisdom that lies within me, and I bow to that infinite wisdom that is all around me. In Kundalini Yoga, when we do this chant, we are not only tuning our bodies like you would tune an instrument before you would play it, we're actually calling in what we call the golden chain. And the golden chain is this beautiful description of all of the sages and all of the yogis and all of the ascended masters before us to invite them in to guide us through our practice today. So if you would like to join in the mantra, you're welcome to, or if you'd like to just listen, you can do that as well. I'll just go through it one time this morning for time purposes. So find a nice comfortable seat. And those of you that are watching on Instagram, I am recording this on YouTube as well. So this will be up on my YouTube channel, and you could do this every day if you'd like, this little Kriya. So palms are together, and we're going to generate some heat in the hands. Bringing the thumbs to the sternum, gently lifting inwards and upwards. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Exhaling out. Deep breath in. Exhale it out. Last one here. Deep breath in. Exhale it out. And we'll tune in with that Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Take a nice deep breath in. Hold the breath at the top. Bring the palms together. Press them. Pull the navel in. Pull the tailbone in. And tuck the chin. Pause. And then release. Exhaling your breath. Okay, so to get started, we're going to do a little warm-up series for the spine. So you're going to sit on your seat. If you've got a cushion, that's great too. We're going to grab onto our shins here, and we're going to start to inhale the spine forward and exhale the spine back. When we do this, we start a breath called breath. It's sort of like a breath of fire, but it's more like a sniff and throw breath. And it's in and out through the nose. So the spine is rocking forward and back, and we're inhaling forward and exhaling back. Now you're going to close your eyes and bring your gaze up towards that third eye point here. So you're just rocking back and forth, moving that energy through the spine. Powerful breathing here, in and out through the nose. We're starting to wake up the spine, wake up that Kundalini energy, that life force energy that lies at the base of the spine. Starting to open up and clear the front of the body. And each little Kriya will go anywhere from 1 to 3 minutes, okay? You want to stay tuned inward here, okay? Kundalini Yoga is a lot about inward focus, working on the subtle energies of the body. So let's take a nice deep breath in now. Hold the breath at the top. You're going to pull your navel in. You're going to pull that pelvic floor muscle up and in and pull your chin in. Close the eyes, roll the gaze upwards, and then exhale and release. Relax everything down. Take a couple of breaths to just reset your body. Kundalini Yoga is very, very potent and can be very powerful in a very short amount of time. So you want to be aware of the body's energies, of the body's signals. You want to just allow yourself to kind of drop into what's happening to your body after each Kriya. Okay, we're going to switch it up now. So you're going to come onto your knees. And if you can sit on your heels, that is best. You're going to have your hands on your thighs, and we're inhale again, the spine forward and the spine back. But this time we're initiating the movement from the heart space. And we have that same sniff and throw breath in through the nose and out. Eyes are closed, gaze is to that third eye point. starting to move now through those brain waves. So I want you to start mentally vibrating a mantra. The mantra is Sat Nam. So in your mind, on the inhale, you'll say Sat, and on the exhale, you'll say Nam. Sat Nam. We're starting to move through alpha, through beta, and through theta brain wavelengths. Bringing the mind to a more receptive place, a more balanced place, bringing the right and the left hemispheres of the brain into more cohesiveness. So let's take a nice deep breath in. Hold the breath at the top. You're going to pull the navel in, the chin in, and the pelvic floor muscles up and in. Hold the breath, close the eyes. And exhale, release. Again, just pausing here, taking a moment to just tune into the body. Notice the subtle energies that are moving. There's a lot going on here. Okay, next posture, we're going to come back onto our seats into that cross-legged position, and we are going to come into a twist here. So you'll bring your fingertips to your shoulders, okay, just like so. And as you inhale, you're going to twist to the left, and as you exhale, you're going to twist to the right. That same sniff and throw breath. So it's eyes are closed, gaze is to the forehead. Come to center, inhale. Hold the breath at the top. Navel in, pelvic floor in, chin in, gaze up and hold. And exhale, release. Relax the hands down to the knees and just let your body settle. Let your body pause for a moment. Somebody's asking on the comments where I learned this stuff. So I learned this through Yogi Bhajan's teachings. It's Kundalini Yoga taught by Yogi Bhajan. Yogi Bhajan passed away, but all of his students are still doing teacher trainings all over the world. I did mine at Golden Bridge Yoga Studio in Santa Monica. It is no longer there, but my teacher her name was Gramuk, and she is one of his direct students. I think she's probably in her late 80s now. She's up there, but she looks like she's about 45. And I think she's still teaching, but you can do Kundalini yoga trainings all over the world now. Okay, so next posture here, or before we get into the head and the heart kriya, this is just a warm-up. This is the spinal warm-up series. So the next one we're going to do is we're going to come into our shoulder area and up into the thymus and the hypothalamus glands. So you're going to bring the shoulders up towards the ears and then exhale, let the shoulders drop. You want to keep your chin tucked in just slightly here. So breathing up with that sniff breath and then exhale. We are working through those glands that regulate our endocrine system, that regulate, again, like our thymus and hypothalamus glands. powerful breaths. Keep going, inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, shoulders up. Squeeze and hold. Navel in, pelvic floor in, chin in. And exhale, release. Relax, open the eyes. Let the breath come back to its normal rhythm here. Good. And then we'll lastly move into our final position for the spinal series before we go into the head and the heart. So this one is a ego eradicator pose. This one is also including the breath of fire. So we're going to bring our arms up to 60 degrees. Elbows are straight, your fingers are in, and your thumbs are out here. Okay. So nice deep breath in. I don't know who is doing fireworks behind me, but that's awesome. Thanks whoever did that. So ego eradicator pose. We are going to be doing a breath of fire. How you do breath of fire is you open the mouth, stick out the tongue, and pant. Now you close your mouth and you do that through your nose. That is breath of fire. So we're going to be holding the arms in this posture, doing breath of fire. Eyes are closed, gazes at the forehead for 1 minute straight. When you're ready, begin. This is purifying your auric field and your lungs. Short, powerful breaths through the nose. Almost there, strong through the arms. Deep breath in. Bring your thumbs to touch at the top and extend all the rest of the fingers up. Hold the breath. Navel in, pelvic floor in, chin in. Gaze up and hold. And exhale, release. Relax the hands down in a big arc around the body, clearing away any density, any darkness. And then imagine that you could push your energy down through the floor and into the center of the earth, connecting you to the central heart of our planet. So sometimes in Kundalini Yoga, the energy moves upwards pretty quickly. And if your body isn't used to it, or your nervous system isn't used to it, or compromised in any way, this can feel kind of jarring for your nervous system, where the energy can move up really fast. So if you ever feel that way in my practices or other practices that you do, you want to bring your energy down by imagining that there's a grounding cord going from the base of your spine down to the center of the earth, and push your aura down through the earth's core. That will help you keep in your body, and the energy doesn't go up so fast that you actually kind of leave your body. Okay, let's go ahead and start the exercise set for balancing the head and the heart. So this is only 3 movements, and I'm only going to be doing them for 1 minute each. Now, if you are a beginner, I would start with 1 to 3 minutes. Okay, 3 minutes for these are pretty hard to do, I will say, because we're working with some arm positions that can be working through our nervous system, and it can get kind of uncomfortable. So here we are, we're on our seats, and we're having our arms straight out to the sides. And I'm off screen here, so I'm going to show you guys my arm here. You're going to be pushing your palms towards the sides of the room, and your wrists are tilted upwards here. Okay, so that is your arm. Those are your arms. Now, you're going to be rotating the fingers forward. So it's going to look like this. Fingers forward, up, back, up. Forward, up, back, up. Okay, so that's how the arms are going to go. Okay, so forward, up, back, up with your arms straight. So here we go. Forward, up, back, up. Forward, up, back, up. Forward, up, back, up. Now the eyes are closed here, and the gaze is to the forehead as we go through this. And the breath is going to be that kind of sniff and throw breath in time with the movement of your arms. So it's inhale, palms are up, exhale forward, inhale up, exhale back. Now you might start feeling this through the arms already. That is working through your nervous system. So we're starting to tone the nervous system here. Inhale forward, inhale backwards. Inhale forward, inhale backwards. Stay with it. Balancing out the energies from the head and the heart. If you are head dominant, this is going to be a little bit challenging for you. Inhale, fingertips pointing upwards, hold the breath, hold the arms, navel in, pelvic floor in, chin in, gaze up and hold. And exhale, release. Let the arms come down. Oh, give your arms a little bit of a rub, give your arms some love. Oh my goodness, I felt that. So you can see how you want to build up to 3 minutes with that one. Okay, so when we work through the arms like this, we're actually working through the neural pathways in the brain. So Kundalini Yoga uses a lot of hand movements and arm positions, and those are actually affecting the neural pathways and the synapses in our brain. So when we do this, we're actually starting to balance out the brain. That's the feeling that you get, that feeling of like calm and peacefulness. Okay, the next one here, again, arms are going to be out, okay? Palms are going to be facing outwards and the fingertips pointing up. And this time we're going to bringing the arms overhead, kind of over and like behind the head and crossing them, and then back down and straight, and then over and behind and back down and straight. And it's with that sniff and throw breath, so it looks like this. Okay, eyes are closed, and we'll go for 1 minute. Balancing out mind and the thoughts versus what the heart, the intuition, is saying. Sniff and throw breath. Alternating the cross. Inhale, arms up. Hold the breath. Navel in, pelvic floor in, chin in. Gaze up and hold. And exhale, release the arms. Relax those arms down. Just take a moment. Feel all of that strength being built in the arms and also the clarity around the auric field. So I will explain, there's so much depth in Kundalini Yoga. It's like a practice you could learn for your whole life. So much about the subtle energies of the body. So when we are doing those movements, we are working through what we call in Kundalini Yoga the arc line. And the arc line is an energy center right above your head. So it goes from shoulder to shoulder. This is energy center, right? And then women have actually an extra one that goes across the chest here. So it is said that the arc line actually holds all of our incarnations. It's like the iCloud of all of our incarnations. So all of our lifetimes and all of our experiences are held in our arc line. It's why in kind of religious photos, you may see kind of like a glowing aura around certain saints. That's signifying that their arc line or their karma or their incarnations have all been cleared. So when we do movements like that, we're actually clearing our arc line, and that can really help you in your current life. And if you're interested in past lives or current life or karma or all that, I also do energy healing sessions where we do past lives and we can check in and see what your arc line really looks like. Is your iCloud clear? Okay. So last posture here. This one is going to be a standing posture. So we're going to come up to our seat or up to our standing positioning here. And I'm going to bring this up here. So my YouTube people are going to see this as well. So we're going to be up in a standing position here. And we're going to be doing the same movement with the arms. The only thing we're adding on to here is the legs. So we'll be coming into a kind of a crow squat. So your toes are going to be out, okay? And you're going to come down into a squat, okay? And then you're going to come up. And 1 second, I have to fix the YouTube here because that's not going to work. Okay, guys, we'll go this way with it. Perfecto. Okay, so you're going to be having your arms out to the sides again. We're inhaling, go this way, inhaling, arms overhead and the squat, and then exhaling back to center. So it's inhaling and exhaling, inhaling and exhaling. This is the last one here. So sniff and throw breath. Strong with the legs. Now, if you can't go all the way down with your knees like this, just go halfway. If you can go all the way down, take the full expression of it. Balancing out that head and the heart. Also strengthening our legs, strengthening our arms. Okay, so we're going to switch it up. We're going to go down and then up with the arms. Down and up. Inhaling and exhaling. 2 more. And last one. And then come all the way down to your seats. Okay. So take a little rest and make your way to your cross-legged position here. And just take a grounding, just relax. So Kundalini Yoga can be quite the workout in a very short amount of time. So we're going to integrate all this with a short meditation on balancing out the head and the heart. So you'll bring your left hand to your heart space, fingertips pointing to the right. And you're going to take your right hand, your index finger and your thumb together, and then the rest of the fingers are stuck together and pointing upwards, and your elbows just resting by your sides. You're going to close your eyes, drop into your breath, drop into your heart space. Just be with yourself here for just a moment. Deep breath in and out, dropping into that heart space, getting to know what's there. Giving the mind a back seat for a moment and letting the heart come forward. What does your heart truly long for? What is your heart being pulled towards? What's still holding in the heart that can maybe be let go of? Keeping your mind neutral and in the light. May my mind be neutral and in the light, and may my heart take a step forward. May my mind be neutral and in the light, and may my heart take a step forward. So we'll take a nice deep breath in here. Exhale it out to release the mantra and the mudra. And to complete our practice this morning, we will end with a close. The close is sat, a long sat, and a short nam. So we bring our palms together once again. Rub them, get some energy in the hands, thumbs to the sternum, gently lifting inwards and upwards. Take a deep breath in, exhale it out, and we'll inhale to close. Sat Nam. Taking another deep breath in, exhale it out. Bring the thumbs to the third eye, bowing inward, bowing towards the heart space, bowing your head, your mind to be submissive to the heart at all times. Thank you for practicing this morning. Thank you for participating. And if you'd like more YouTube videos of Kundalini Yoga, you can check out my other videos I have. If you happen to be in the Utah area, I do teach live at Centered City Yoga on Tuesday evenings and Thursday mornings. I also do energy healing and private one-on-one coaching sessions that deal with all sorts of things in your life, from relationships to inner child work, to shadow work, to past lives. So I hope to see you soon.